Alright, I got around to trying the Vivid Cat with my Cobra Lash elusive build, and I hate it. I hate it. GGG always loves to do situational effects, and everybody hates it. Sometimes it's like every 10 seconds you take 50% less damage over time. The other 10 seconds you take 50% less damage from hits, and no one can really plan around that. So it's just like random chance of it working for you. And in this one, it's a random chance of you not having the worst part of elusive effects, which is when the elusive effect drops off. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at path of building. Let's say you have 400 elusive effect. It's going to put your damage at 4.5 million on this build at the absolute max, and an average of 200, which is 3.1 million. With the elusive effect the way it is now, it's a 50% chance to be removed at 100%. So if you average that 100%, that is going to be 250. And then you get 20 from the skill, so you got to average that. So that's going to be 260. So as it is, if you got this effect 100% of the time, it would be about a 15% more damage multiplier if it applied at 100%. But it only applies 50% of the time, so it's like it's less than 10% more damage. Now, it's also giving you defensive layers, so it's not extremely terrible. But what it does do is it actually creates more instability with the build, because sometimes when you get elusive effect, it resets at 100, and other times it resets at 0, and it just makes the build even more unstable than before. Because if it always resets at 0%, you know exactly what you're expecting. You're going to hit, you're going to feel it taper off, and you can kind of plan around that by like backing off or, you know, drop in a curse or something for that last little bit of elusive effect. But because 50% of the time it's going to reset 100% of the time, at 50% of the time, it works 100% of the time. Let's take a look at what I'm talking about. Elusive effect up. I'm running around all turbo as it decays, and then I slowly get slower and slower. It feels worse and worse and worse, and no reset. So now you go down to the 0%, and you really start to slog it out. And if it hits on the other time, it will reset at 100%. Now, I don't really think the damage of elusive effect and the popularity of elusive effect really justifies having it not just, oh, see, it reset at 100%. Having it not just always reset at 100%. In my opinion, that would give you 15% more damage, and it would also give you some more defensive layers, but it would smooth out the build significantly more by having it just always reset at 100%. But if they're concerned about the damage, see, it didn't reset, so now it's going to slow down. I mean, my build's really fast, so you can barely tell. It's going to slow down, it's going to slow down, and it's just dumb. Why do you do this, GGG? Come on. Stop being a troll. Stop trolling us. I know you're trolling. Don't be boxy. Don't say you ain't trolling, because you definitely trolling, because this is fucking weird. It would be better off if instead of it has a 50% chance to be removed at you at 100% effect, just give it a 100% chance to be removed at 50% effect. It's the same DPS boost. It's just more stable. It's a smoother playstyle. You don't have to do that last little bit of elusive effect. It would be significantly better and definitely not overpowered. It still wouldn't get hardly jack shit for playtime. And in fact, you could probably just remove that 50% chance and just say elusive is removed from you at 100% effect. I think that would be totally fine. You could do 75%, you could do 50%, but stop it. Stop it. Get some help. Get some help. No one wants this 50% chance to do a thing in the game. Everybody hates it. I hate it. You hate it. Your mama hates it. Everybody hates it. But let's go through and let's just blast through a map real quick, and let's see what happens, right? Let's see what we got going on with this elusive effect. I think it's still probably the best node that I can take at this moment. The other one has Culling Strike, and I don't have a way of getting Culling Strike, so that is actually maybe a little bit better. If we take a look, this node here, you can grab this one, which should give you Culling Strike, and that's all that really matters. This 50% more strike chance against enemies on low life, and 100% more critical strike chance against people that are not on low life would be the one you would want to take, because that multiplier is applied for the big bulk of the damage, and then the Culling Strike is for that little bottom part. So this is probably the strongest node. It's probably stronger than the Vivid Cat. In fact, let's take a look at the POB. I forgot I had it open, and we could just check. So elusive effect is gonna put me at 3.6 million. Now let's go to the average of 200. I'm just pretending I have 400 because I don't know exactly how much I have, right? So 3.6 million, and if I remove the elusive, I don't need to remove the elusive cat. I can just grab this. 4.1 million, right? So this node is already stronger than the elusive meow, and that just makes the elusive cat completely pointless, right? Completely pointless. Other than the fact that sometimes you're going to be a little bit faster, and it's just disappointing, right? It's just disappointing. Now, when I first read it, I assumed you would have to hit. I assumed it wouldn't just automatically reset when it reached 100%. I thought you would have to attack and hit right at 100%, and then it would have a 50% chance on each attack. So if you got enough attack speed, you could always have it hit. But that is not the way it works, and I'm a little disappointed in it, and I'm a lot disappointed that they just built in another situational skill that applies sometimes and not others. It's just extremely annoying in my opinion, and I don't really like it. And it's not even, it's pretty much not usable. I don't understand really why someone would use that, other than the fact that they really don't like the bottom portion of elusive effect. But even with that, you're still gonna hit the bottom part sometimes, so it's just annoying. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't need to keep talking. You understand it. You understand. You get the picture. It's a poorly designed skill. Now, there was a time back in the past when you can automatically reset elusive effect, and it created a build that was extremely powerful. You can use several different skills. I think the most popular one was Reeve. Use Reeve, and it would just constantly reset elusive effect with Withering Step. Now, they did create an extremely powerful build that did need to be nerfed, likely. Even at the time, I don't think that it was so powerful that it was the best build in the game. I don't even think it was in the top 10 when elusive effect was popping off. But, you know, sometimes they just really don't like specific mechanics, and they didn't like that you could reset elusive effect that way. So they nerfed it into the ground. It's still good. It's not nerfed into the ground, but the variance in move speed is just a bit awkward. And I feel it would be better if they just put it at 50%. Just put it at 50%. Not a 50% chance to reset at 100%. Just 50%. That's my advice for that skill. If they just remove that 50% chance and then set it somewhere between 50% and 100% of reset at that effect percentage. God, I can't even talk. It's getting late. It's getting late. It would be a much better skill. And in fact, I kind of like this 20% elusive effect better than the Vivid Cat, just because you always get this 20% effect, and the Vivid Cat, sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. All right, that was my little demo of the Vivid Cat. I would give this a F. This is a failing grade for me. I don't really know what stealth does. Maybe stealth is great. I think it's how far enemies can see you, and getting 50% increased stealth while elusive might be powerful, but I don't really fully know how to test that. And if it is more powerful, then, you know, I'm wrong. It's great. But just the top line of the 50% chance to be removed from you at 100% effect makes me think, you know, what are you doing? Are they doing crack? Are they trolling? Why would they do this? All right, later.